love it. I'm here and waiting, Iris. Hi, Iris, Donna Marie. Iris, Donna Marie. Okay, so I didn't do such a good calculation when I ordered some food, so I'm gonna put that there for a second. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, so I ordered some food and thought it would be here in time, but it took a little bit of time. So we're gonna make pasta tonight, which I'm excited about. And okay, I'm gonna do that for right now. How are you guys feeling today? I had a really, really rough night. So let me know how you guys are doing. Hi, Waves. I hope you're doing better today. Every day is so different than the day before. It's so different. Like, I had the day where I went to lunch with my husband, and then the next couple of days that followed were a lot harder. I'm gonna make an iced coffee. I feel like one iced coffee every couple of days. All right, I'm just gonna do this and then I'll go sit. How are you doing, Waves? But yeah, so you know how I said that I always order my groceries? I love that they give you that feature to be able to order your groceries. Okay, put this in and I'm done. All right. I have a iced coffee, which I'm really excited about because I had a really, really rough night. I think I know why though. Okay. So my husband is leaving town for a few days, and when he's gone, I get really stressed out because I have to take both kids. I have to take her at freaking the butt crack of dawn to the bus stop, and it's really hard. And then I have a friend coming up. She wasn't going to stay with me, but now she's going to stay with me for a couple days. And I just feel overwhelmed. Like, I'm excited, but I'm overwhelmed. She's an anesthesiology nurse, and so she definitely knows what this is all about. And she's like, we'll just like keep it like chill. She's been my friend for like 20 years, since I was 18. We actually met on the set of a movie. I did share that in a video. We met on a set of a movie, and we just connected, and it was amazing. You sound good. To be excited about coffee and dinner is good. Yeah, it's the little things in life, honestly. But last night was really rough, and I think it was just my mind was all over the place. Hi, Tara. Hope everybody's doing good today. How are you feeling today? You know, with him not being here, it makes me realize just how much I lean on him for help with the kids, for just emotional things. And with him being gone for a few days, I definitely think that's why I had a really rough night last night. Are you feeling any better, Waves? How about you, Tara? Donna Marie, you're out of it, aren't you? You're done with the withdrawal. I'm so thankful. Like, the little things in life, I'm just so thankful that I can have coffee once in a while. It's decaf, but I can have it once in a while. My best friend, she has 5 kids. One's getting married up here. He's like 21. And then she has a daughter my daughter's age and a son a little bit older than my son. So it's just amazing that they're such good friends. You're doing same, Tara? So are you doing any better? No, sadly, still doing tapering. Okay, Donna Marie, you're still tapering. Hey, you know what? Little by little, you'll get there. You'll get there little by little. On 6 milligrams now on diazepam. So are you feeling any better? Like, do you feel yourself stabilizing on that? At least 6 milligrams is not a lot of diazepam. It's not a lot, but just very, very, very slow. So yeah, I am excited to have my best friend in the whole world come up here, and she's just like, she's that light on a rainy day. She just is. She's honestly like the best person I've ever met. She's just such an amazing person. I'm so glad that she gets to come up and hang out with me. I'm super excited, and it feels good to be excited about something. Even if we're just gonna sit here and talk, like, it just feels good to be excited about something. The pain has lessened some. Praise God. Yes, Tara. So that is fantastic. No, not yet, but better. Okay. Okay, Donna Marie. So you're not feeling 100% stable, but better. Yeah. I just, I just tell people that, that want to jump off of it super quick. I just say the slower you go, the easier it'll be. Not that it's easy, but the slower you go, the less complications and problems you'll get. Especially people who get stuck in pause, where they're like stuck in that withdrawal, and then you're doing everything you can to get out of it. I'm like, just don't get in that. Don't taper so fast that you get into the withdrawal, like the really bad stuff. Thank you, Donna Marie. Yeah, I'm super, super happy. I don't like being at home alone at night. I do it because I have to, but I don't like it. And so with somebody else being here, it just makes me like put my mind at ease. So it's amazing. Hi, Johan. Ew. Yes, I am taking your advice. I'm so glad, Donna Marie. Just incredibly slow. You don't want to get stuck in that withdrawal, and then people are like, they updosed. They didn't know how to get out of it. So like, my best advice would be just don't go so fast. Sounds like you thrive with company and not being alone. That would be way too stimulating for me. To talk even is too much for my CNS. Yeah. You know, honestly, Waves, it just depends on the day. There are days where I'm so overly stimulated and I I stare into outer space and I don't want to communicate. I don't want to talk. There are other days where I can, and I'm okay. So it really just depends on the day. My hair is all wet. Trying to make it dry. I had a video chat with my granddaughters yesterday, and I could feel my heart lighting up. It's coming back. Yes. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. It makes my heart just flutter when I hear stories like that, because it just gives everybody so much hope. And the fact that you're starting to like come out of it and feel and all that, it's amazing. I don't like it at all, just happy because I need someone to. Yeah, you're just happy in case you need someone to. So my plan is, so my husband is leaving tomorrow morning and she'll be flying in Friday for her oldest son's wedding. She's got 5 kids. So they're the sweetest. Like they're so like chill, and it's amazing that her son and my son get along, and her daughter and my daughter. It's great. I'm so excited. So I'm not gonna lie, there are parts that I'm nervous about, but I did let her know I'm still like dealing with this withdrawal, and she was like, did you know lorazepam is the most prescribed medication right now? Because she's an anesthesiology nurse. And lorazepam is the most prescribed medicine right now. And she's like, she was talking to me about it, and the fact that she knows and my sister like knows because she's an RN, it makes me feel comfortable in who I can talk to. That's gonna give me advice or not make me feel like I'm just weak. Yeah, not to be alone. Yeah, for sure. I like that. I don't have to be alone. I'm trying to get some stuff picked up, trying to clean up the house some. So that's my goal. I was so like agitated yesterday because my daughter had a filling done, and it's like she has to go back to the dentist and have it like shaved down some more. And so last night I'm like, okay, I have to take her to the dentist, and like he's leaving, and then I got to take her to school, and then my friend's coming, and I'm like, to take her to school is like getting up at like 5:30 to take her to leave the house at 6 to get her to the bus. So that's intense, and it's not like I can come home and go back to sleep, because then my son an hour later has to go, I take him to his school. So and then I'm thinking of that, and I'm thinking of when she's here, and like and last night it just felt really overwhelmed. I felt really overwhelmed, stimulated, and then I think I had some of the restless body, like where you need to like rub your leg because it's like needles, pins and needles. I was having that last night, and I was kind of like rubbing my leg, and then like you can't get comfortable. So I was like flipping back and forth, and I knew my husband had to get up super early, so I'm trying to be quiet, and then I get frustrated. I try not to get frustrated, but I do every time. I get so frustrated. But but that's just kind of what it is at this point. Sohan, hello, how are you? Oh, so I'm gonna change my lives, guys. I'm gonna do the Monday, Wednesday, but I'm gonna do Friday too. I just feel like every other day would be kind of cool. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon is what I'm gonna start doing. I kind of like doing lives more than just making a video. The interacting is so nice and so fun. New friend, Roko here. Roking here. Hi. You're good? I'm doing okay today. I'm doing okay. I don't feel agitated and anxious right now, so that's a good feeling when you don't feel overstimulated and anxious. My name is from India. Okay, well, welcome. So, what do you guys, how are you guys feeling, and what are you guys up to this weekend? I got some Krispy Kreme's donut from Smith's. I live in the US. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I live in the US. I was born here, raised here, so I like it. Yeah, let me know how you guys are feeling. I think of you guys often. Like I'll lay into bed and just start thinking of you and wonder how you guys are doing. Especially when some people say, you know, what do I do? I'm in this withdrawal. I can't get out, and please help me, please help. And I'm like, I wish I could. I wish I could tell you what to do. I can never make plans. I don't like to disappoint. Could you, Donna Marie, could you have people come over to your house? Just wondering, because when I was feeling pretty bad, my friends would come over here and they would kind of just hang out with me. It was really, really nice. That's my ice maker. If you could hear that. You like the US? Thank you. What kind of coffee are you sipping on? How do you like your cold coffee? So it's decaf caramel macchiato, and I could only find it on Amazon because I like the caramel macchiato, but it has to be decaf. And I put some sugar in and I brew it from my Keurig in my mason jar, and I let it cool and I put it in the fridge. I used to be a hot coffee drinker. I used to do that all the time. But when it starts to get hot, because I live in a really, really hot state, when it starts to get hot, then I go cold. So hot during the cold seasons and then cold during the hot seasons. It's starting to warm up a lot here, so I'm making iced coffee more. And I drink it probably every few days, because if I drink it every day, for some reason, it just brings that insomnia back. And I stopped taking the beta blocker. I stopped taking it because, I don't know. I feel like every single thing I put in my body, just, if it has a negative reaction, I just have to cut it. Thank you, Sohan. Just went down 2 milligrams, so I am tapering and having symptoms. What kind of symptoms are you having, Donna Marie? You went down 2 milligrams. That's a pretty big drop. So maybe that's why. Still here with my 30 milligrams of Valium daily. Hi, Wobbly. Are you tapering? 30 milligrams. Yeah, you gotta taper that slowly. What is the time in the US right now? It's 12:19 right now. I'm on the West Coast. No, just my kids and grandchildren. They are understanding if I need to lay down and not feeling well. That's good. You have to you have to have that in your life, where they understand and they're supportive, not just, okay, fine, go lay down, like supportive. Can I get you anything? Like I've had friends like, can I get you anything? Can I do anything? Like, do you need anything? So like you need that. Otherwise you start to like feel like you're a burden, and you just start to not feel good. And I'm a really sensitive person. like, I was really shy growing up. I was very sensitive growing up. And people's opinions, I want to say they don't bother me. But, like, strangers' opinions, they don't bother me. But my family's opinion, my friends, those opinions matter to me. So if you're just a stranger, I don't care. But if you're my family or friend, I do care what you think. I used to take 12 to 20 milligrams of alprazolam a day before rehab. Oh, okay, okay. And then how much do you take now? You're on... So you're on more now than when you went to rehab? Maybe I missed something. You're on 30 now, but you're on 12 to 20. Oh, you're 12. Okay, 12 to 20 on alprazolam. Okay. And then you went to diazepam. Okay. Okay, so you're down quite a bit. How was the rehab for you? Doing so well, and I will always be thankful for this community. Thank you, Iris. I thought I was going crazy until I heard you explain the exact symptoms I was experiencing from Prozac and Xanax withdrawal. Yeah, I try to like lay here and like close my eyes and really, really concentrate on what I'm feeling. And I feel like that has made me not panic, because it might feel like it's your whole body, but when you pinpoint what it is, for me at least, it makes me not panic. It's crazy how a lot of us have like the exact symptoms, like they're can't get comfortable, restless leg, like this medicine is just toxic. Sohan, I don't know what Belu is. That sounds wonderful, Tara. That is amazing. I'm so glad you're starting to come out of it. GI symptoms. Yes, the GI symptoms were intense. I had to drink like morning breakfast shakes because that's all I could stomach. Your side is very cold weather right now. No, I live in the desert, so it's like 80 during the day. It's not really cold anymore. We still have days that are cold, but it's not really cold anymore. PM. AM would be the middle of the night. So it's 12:23 p.m. Yes, and I am not doing that again. Next time, only 1 milligram. Not listen to doctor. Yeah, I would try maybe 1 milligram, and then if it works for you, like you know that you can handle that that cut. But I noticed that the lower I got, the less I could reduce. So once I got to 4 milligrams of diazepam, I had to go even slower and cut less. And then at 2 milligrams, I felt like I heard people say that they had to cut less, because once you get down to the very, very end, your body's noticing how much you've dropped. So hopefully, because it's you could always add, you can always, like, if you take away 1 milligram and you do really, really well, you could always just take away another milligram. But if you take away 2 and it spirals you, then it's really hard to fix that. It's really hard to, like, have your body, like, heal it, catch up to that. Hi, Sam. I don't pay attention to that. I'm not paying attention to any of that. 30 milligrams of Valium now. Okay. It sounds like a lot, but it's not a lot compared to Xanax. So how is the U.S. country? I like it. I feel like it's a good place to live. How do I stop the urges to sleep? Okay, no. Jeez. Can I ask you something? Do you like Indian people? I like all people. It doesn't matter what you are. I like all people. Do you ever get SUA ideations? Yes, I think that comes with the withdrawal. Everybody that I've talked to um, feels that. And I think it's just the chemical in your brain and your brain trying to adjust. You get depression. I did. I don't want to speak for everybody, but I'm have depression from this withdrawal. Um, and those thoughts, I'm definitely feeling I'm definitely feeling them, but it's not, if it ever got bad enough, I've been in the mental hospital with my postpartum depressions. Um, if it ever got scary, but I do know that if you know what it's linked to and you know that it's part of the withdrawal, it doesn't feel as scary. I went to rehab in California. Was amazing. I think Oro House was the name near Malibu. Yes, I saw a commercial about the Malibu um, rehab, and I was like, "Oh, that looks amazing." But I wonder if that was just as nice as the Malibu one. Bye, Sam. Yeah, I don't understand why people come here and they just want to like throw rude stuff out, rude comments, disgusting comments. I don't get it. Hi, Kahan. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. I'm not great at names. I'm doing okay. How are you doing? You're in the desert too? So either Nevada or Arizona, huh? That's like the only desert. I live with SUA ideation. I don't want to get flagged, guys, so I'm not going to say the whole word because, I don't want to get banned. It's weird. You do get used to it, though. Some days are better than others. I agree. And, I do know that it's linked to the withdrawal because I don't get it normally. I don't normally get it, so. Thank you, Kahan. Nice to meet you. My good name is Aaron. Has anyone found their self-thinking? I cannot believe I'm going through this. That thought enters my head a lot. Yeah. I think it enters all of our heads. It sucks. It really sucks that we don't have as much control of our brain as we used to. Yes, it gets worse as you go lower. You are right. Thank you, Donna Marie. Yeah, I definitely noticed that. When I was at the 1 milligram, as I cut back, I didn't notice a whole lot. It wasn't until I got lower. 30 milligrams is equivalent to 1.5 of alprazolam. See, it's crazy because you think it's a lot, but it's not really that much. Because diazepam is just a less potent drug compared to Xanax. We have a huge rain system on the southeast side of the U.S. Everyone beware in Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia, Florida. Be safe and be prepared. The weather is firing up. Really? I kind of heard that. Yeah, be careful if you live over there, guys. I don't get any of that stuff where I live. We don't get tornadoes, we don't get earthquakes, we don't get hurricanes, we don't get anything. Which I'm okay with. I'm not complaining. I'm okay with that. Tornadoes would scare me the worst. Yeah, Iris, I am still in shock. Thought I'd be used to it by now. Are you having any moments, waves, where you feel okay? where you feel like you might be turning a corner? Or do you have like those moments of I'm good, like I'm coming out of it? I'm really curious. And when you're sleeping at night, can you get comfortable? Can you um do you feel okay when you're sleeping at night? I'm really curious because I didn't have it so bad where I couldn't, like I was just night 24/7 in pain or whatever. Hello, Josh. Thank you, Sohan. Go ahead and go to sleep. I'll catch you later. Okay, scary, no sleeping or anything. Yeah, the scary part when you're not sleeping, um, your mind really plays tricks on you and you can really get inside your mind. And I think that's the part where I have the hardest time because I try not to freak out, but if I'm not sleeping, then I really feel like the next day is going to be so much harder. And I try not to get in my own head. I try, but, and it gets better. Like, I didn't sleep last night much at all, but it's been okay for the past month, I would say. Bye, Sohan. Bless you too. God bless you. Will be wonk. Oh my goodness. That's a whole bunch. Okay. The mental hospitals are the worst, especially when you cannot contact family. They cut me off my benzos completely in there. Wow. How much were you on that they cut you off completely? I really wish that you would be able to have your phone. I know in the state I'm in, I couldn't have my phone. But when I went to rehab, I could have my phone after the third day. But they gave it to me after the second because I was in there for Thanksgiving. And I wanted to call my kids and so it really helped me. When they take your phone, I feel like it hurts you because you can't talk to people. Um, so that's, um, so yeah, how much were you on? And that sucks. Yeah, Arizona. I knew it. Yep. So you're in Arizona, that one girl. What happened if you say the word? I don't know what would happen if I say that word, but YouTube bans and they censor. And so I don't want to say things that I feel are going to be controversial, or, get me flagged or whatever. So I just kind of say SUA and, just to be careful, just to be safe. Yes, it is. The snakes in the morning when you wake up, seizures had me literally crawling to the restroom to get in the shower to try to stop the shakes. Oh, wow. You had it pretty bad. The shakes in the morning. Yeah. Those tremors. Like last night I was having like the jolts where you just do that. And then like my legs would do that. It was, oof. I hadn't had that in a while. It was awful. Hi, Joey. You're swiping through live streams. Welcome. Alprazolam is the hardest benzo to stop, in my opinion. Yeah, I think it's the most potent. Nice coat. Yeah, I like my coat too. It's warm. Valium has a 50, 100 plus hour half-life compared to Xanax, which is around 3 to 4 hours. I heard that Xanax is a lot harder because it feels like you're just jumping off. The whole situation is sad. My favorite aunt has become an expert gaslighter and thinks I should go back on meds. Really? Yeah, when I tell people that I've got off my meds, that I got off of them, they ask me, well, why did you do that? Did you need to do that? And it's like, it leaves me speechless because I don't feel like as humans we're designed to just take drugs like that. So I tell them, it was time to get off of them. I don't want to just stay on something that's um, like a tranquilizer. But I hear people say, they haven't told me to get back on them, but they say, did you need to get off of them? Were they working for you? And I love the whole, like, I got off the antidepressant and I hear, if you just have a chemical imbalance in your brain and you need it. And I'm like, I don't. If I'm not pregnant, I don't have an issue. Wow. It's sad when people just don't understand and they don't try to get it. So the rebound anxiety with Xanax is horrible. I can imagine. We get moonshines. Wouldn't God and Satan scare you the most? If you commit sua, yeah, I definitely don't want to have to answer to God why you did that. I mean, everybody has their reasons, but I do know that that's a withdrawal symptom. I do know that's a withdrawal symptom. We get huge dust storms here in the desert. Yes. I've been there a few times. You guys get some pretty gnarly dust storms, and you guys are hot. Hi, Minnie. I saw an ibuprofen on my dresser drawer, and it literally made me nauseous thinking of pills. I am on a pill ban in my life after experiencing withdrawals from serotonin syndrome. I don't want any pills. Good for you, Iris. That's how it should be. If you can't get through life without pills, you're leaning on your body to work the way God created it to work. I'm scared that if I don't heal a quick enough time frame, my family will have an intervention with me and basically say go back on meds or you can't stay here. Really? Wow. Maybe talk to them before you, I think you said you were tapering. Maybe talk to them and come up with a game plan before you start tapering. Let them know, like, hey, I'm in this. I'm not going to backtrack, and, let them know where you stand. Hopefully that'll help if you address that before you stop the medication. Serotonin syndrome is no joke. I'm glad you're okay. Yeah. Does it just feel like withdrawals if you have serotonin syndrome? If you don't mind me asking, what are you dealing with? I came off of an antidepressant and a benzo. Antidepressant first, a couple months before, and then a benzo. I was on 1 milligram of clonazepam and then switched over to diazepam, and then started coming off of that. It took me about 7 or 8 months. Waves, what's your name so I can pray for your healing? That's a great question, Iris. If you will let us know your name, Waves, we can pray for you. I've been on diazepam for 18 years. It is a lifesaver for me. I have chronic anxiety. It's all prescribed, and I think I'll be on it for the rest of my life. I'm 53 and also think I won't be able to live without it. And that's another one too, is if you know that your quality of life is so much better by taking it, then by all means, I feel like you need to have a good quality of life. And if it's terrible and you're agoraphobic and it's terrible, then yeah, take the pill and help you get through your life where you can breathe and you can have fun and you can. So I definitely agree with, you have to know your body and what's the best for you. Because I don't agree with just pushing through because you don't want to take a pill. Like, if you need it, and there are people that do need it, then, you know, you just have to take that so you have a good quality of life. Which I've heard people say they would be on it for life, which if I couldn't take a lot of the stressors of life and I needed to be on it, then so be it. I was on 40 milligrams of Valium going into the mental hospital after my second stint at another rehab in Georgia. Okay. Did they rip you off too fast? Wobbly? Off of 40 milligrams? I think you said they took you off too quick. You went to the psych ward. I did. My postpartum depressions and anxiety, they caught me so off guard because I never had depression or anxiety, ever. Had no idea what it was. And so when I was pregnant with my daughter, um, that was the first time I ever experienced depression or anxiety. And then when I had my son, I did go into a psych ward, and that's just because my postpartum depression and anxiety was so bad, and I felt so low, and I just had all of these thoughts that I really, really needed help, and I needed it like right then. So it's okay to say you're not okay and to go get help and be okay. I've gone in a handful of times just due to being pregnant or having a baby. I always get anxiety, and I always get anxiety. And some of my pregnancies I've had depression. And so I just went in and I needed help. It wasn't something I could wait for 6 weeks for medicine. Like the stressors of my baby crying would send me through the roof. Like, I was so overwhelmed that I just didn't know how to be around them because it was so overstimulating. And I just needed help right then and there. So I'm on a non-benzo for sleep and tapering that med slowly so I can sleep a little bit. I have nightmares. No windows. Oh, you have no windows. Sometimes late evening, it's not as intense, but it's not a window. Brain is still not working. Oh, wow. And Waves, you've been off completely, right? From what dose were you on? Thank you, Iris. I was polydrugged a lot, so it's been very traumatic. The way it's affected my brain and my life, I appreciate it. Yeah, the fact that you are polydrugged, your brain has a lot of healing to do. Daniel, I'm sorry. It's so hard for people to understand. Yeah. Postpartum was no joke. That one girl, right? That was the hardest thing I've ever gone through in my life, was all my postpartum depressions and anxieties, because like I had a baby to care for, and then the second time I had two babies, a toddler and a baby, and it just slammed me against the wall. Like, it literally like happened from one day to the next, and it was just, I couldn't function, I couldn't breathe. It was horrific how bad it hit me. But you know, I got help and got through it. Doing okay, H Knowledge. How are you doing? The chemical imbalance history, the chemical imbalance theory has been debunked. Which Robert Whittaker? I agree. I've heard so many people that say that it's not the chemical imbalance, but some people still try to push that it's a chemical imbalance. So I'm like, I'm not going to argue, but like, why am I going to take all this medicine when there's no definitive research saying it is? Like, I get some doctors say it is, but there's some doctors that say it's not. And then I've even heard some doctors say that antidepressants don't work at all. So, like, it's your mind thinking they work because you're taking something, but who knows? I have no idea. But it's not something I want to take because there's just not enough. there's not enough with the studies saying that it is a brain imbalance, chemical imbalance. I just hope and pray that you stay with the same doctor, because if they stop practicing, the new doctor could stop your prescriptions, and then you'll be in a withdrawal situation like most of us. Yep. That's always the thing, is some doctors don't prescribe it. And some doctors will try to take you from your dose to a lower dose. Like it's kind of scary. That's one of the other reasons I got off, is because my doctor was telling me it's time to get off. And so I was worried that I would be pulled off. Exactly. If anything, try to find an outpatient addiction clinic that can help with more scheduled meds. That's a good idea, Wobbly. How long were you on diazepam? Well, I was actually on clonazepam for 7 years. And then when I started my taper, they switched me over to diazepam. I only switched to do the taper. But when I was taking it, it was clonazepam for 7 years. Serotonin syndrome pretty much feels like your body locks up and catches on fire with extreme anxiety and unwanted movement. It can be deadly. Oh, that does not sound good. That does not sound good at all. Your temperature, I have the hiccups, spikes like crazy too. Man. I'm glad my antidepressant withdrawal was not terrible. Serotonin syndrome happens when you are given an SSRI and you don't need them. It's a lot of the same symptoms as benzodiazepine withdrawal. Okay, thank you, Iris. That's tough. Combinations like an SSRI with Delsum. Oh, I didn't even know that, because Delsum's over the counter. Yes, Iris. That's what I'm afraid of, getting the meds to continue the taper. Of not getting the meds to continue the taper. I mean, I think if you presented it to your doctor, like, I'm tapering, I want off, I would feel like they would be more inclined to let you continue tapering, because you're already trying to get off. It's not like you're going, I need this much medication and that's it, I'm just going to stay on it. You're actively trying to get off of it. Or other over-the-counter accidents. Oh. Timeout. I recommend looking for an outpatient addiction clinic. They will help you taper, and much more understanding. They will keep you comfortable. That's huge, is just staying comfortable when you go through this. How are you feeling today compared to the rest of your withdrawal journey? Every hour is completely different. Some hours I feel like I just feel all of the withdrawal symptoms and feel miserable. And then other times I feel like I'm doing okay, and I took my kids to the park or soccer or whatever, and I feel like I can breathe. So it's not a constant, not a constant. It changes like hour to hour. I feel like in the mornings are the hardest for me. Mornings they were worse, but mornings are tough. Come like 1, 12, 1, 2, and so on, it tends to get a little bit better. So I'm thankful for that, because at least I can enjoy the nights. At least there's some stuff I can enjoy. Whew, that scared me. That's Amazon. That scared me. So yeah, just hour by hour, it changes so much. My hand's like super shaky. Just be as honest as possible. My daughter was born, and 8 days later, my paternal grandparents died. I ended up hitting the ground hard mentally. Wow. Yeah, that would be really, really hard. I'm so sorry that happened to you. They won't judge, right? Don't take anything. Send healing energy to everyone. How are SNRIs to help with withdrawal? Yeah, that's a good question, Donna Marie. How are SNRIs for withdrawal? Thank you, Ren. Hi, Lacey. How are you? How are you doing today? Donna Marie, depends on how sensitive your system is. They can't be activating the course of withdrawal from that. I'm biased though, as have had a hard time with all of this junk that they put me on. Yeah, I kind of am like, I don't know if I want to take something else and then have to come off of that too. Like if you use the drug as a buffer and then you have to come off of that one, then like you're gonna have to use a different drug as another buffer. And I don't know, it just really seems like a vicious cycle to me. SNRI meds are very similar to SSRI meds. They act on norepinephrine instead of selective serotonin receptors. Retake. Good, how are you? Doing okay today. I'm glad you're doing all right. You should ask for visceral or pregabalin for withdrawals, in my opinion, if you want to stay away from benzos. Pregabalin, what is that? And visceral, I do have, I don't know if it's the same thing. Hydroxyzine is like the equivalent to visceral and equivalent to Benadryl, the hydroxyzine. I do really like that because it helps me get tired and it does help with anxiety. Same with the visceral, but it's like a Benadryl. Like I've taken that many times in the past and there's no withdrawal at all. Like it's, for me at least, it's like really safe. But yes, I agree, Wobbly, that visceral, I don't know what pregabalin is, but that sounds like something that might be in the, it's a good option for people that need a little bit of help with the withdrawals. I heard vitamin D helps a lot for bringing the B vitamins. I do take vitamin D. I take amino acid, black seed oil, and vitamin D. And that concoction is pretty good. I noticed a difference the more I take it. Pre-GABA is essentially just more potent than gabapentin. Oh, but if it's acting on your GABA receptors, that's something that I try not to take the gabapentin, and I haven't in a while because it's messing with your GABA, which needs to heal. Different chemical tweak. Thank you so much for the information, Wobbly. I'm much more prepared to tell my doctor. Yes, I love that. That's awesome. I'm allergic, ultra sensitive to gabapentin. Yeah, if you're allergic, you definitely don't want to take it. Or if it makes you throw up. Like codeine always made me throw up, so I stopped taking it. Like ever. Jennifer Swan on YouTube has a video called The 12 Lies of Benzo Withdrawal. It's good. I have all of the lies going on. Wow. That makes me so mad. I know when they say like you don't have those withdrawals, and then you're like, but I have them, and they're like, that's not from benzos. Like when I was on Tapering, and it made me crazy. And I tell the doctor, and the doctor's like, that's not a side effect. That has nothing to do with Tapering. And I'm like, yes, it does. And then when I got off of it, I was good. And then the doctors just act like you're crazy. It makes me so mad. Glad I could help a little bit. Thank you so much for being here and helping. Recovering benzo addict here. 2 years and 2 months sober today. After 6 long years in active addiction. That is awesome. Oh, okay, it gives you the stomach cramps. Hello, Mary. How are you? I think the best thing to do with this withdrawal and healing journey is to stay away from more medication. I mean, that's what created this shift storm. Yeah, I agree. The less you take, the better. Because it's going to suck. But if you take something else, you risk getting addicted to that. Unless you know that you could take it once in a while. Daniel, what are your symptoms? I'd love to help if I can. Just got here though. Thank you, Sydney. Hello, hello. And then a lot of love. Hello, Mary. I'm okay. I had to take my cat to the vet. Is your cat okay? Is your cat sick? One step at a time. Make the next right choice and heal. Don't turn back. You got this. You know, definitely don't turn back once you start it, and just keep swimming. Waves. I got a neurological feeling in the hot spots of my brain. Anhedonia. I can't stand my old hobbies. Oh, wow. She was vomiting all morning. Oh, is she okay? It's good you're doing okay. Yeah. Is your cat okay? Get new friends and new number if you want to try to beat addiction. Well, it's not really addiction, it's more like dependence, because we don't want to take it. It's not like we're trying to scrape pennies together to pay for it, and it's just our body is dependent on it. Used to have insomnia and muscle joints and seem to have healed a bit from that. Daniel, all normal. How long are you off? It's good for some symptoms. You have ablated. Sending you love for your cat, Tara said. Oh, hey. Hi, Tim. Hello, hello. Daniel, 5 months off. How are you feeling 5 months off? Hi, James. Vet gave her fluids and a Serenia shot. Okay. Yeah, they gave my cat that too. Okay. If it doesn't clear up in a few days, I have to bring her back. Okay, well, fingers crossed, we'll pray for her. You're doing good, Daniel. Still early off. It will get better, especially if you're seeing some improvement already. Yes. For me, no meds have helped. Visceral hydroxyzine never helped. Taking pills was already triggering, but also it was like I was subconsciously anticipating a high every time I took one. I can understand that. Yeah, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Thank you, Tim. Had a horrible reinstatement attempt that ended up with multiple CTs. You just try to take the benzo again. Yes, in the US. I'm very overprotective when it comes to my cat, as we should all be. We should all be overprotective with our animals. They're our babies. Like, mine passed at the beginning of March and the mid-March. And no, beginning of March. And like, we're devastated. Like, that's how it should be. They're your baby. No addicts here. We just had no idea our doctors prescribed medication that our bodies became dependent on. Right. Like, addicts are very different than being dependent on a medicine. Because an addict, you want that pill. But us, we want off of it, but we have to do it slowly. Does anyone need more healing buddies? If anything is seriously wrong, it will be caught in time. Yes, that's good. Like, you took her in right away. But it's possible to get sober without meds. Yeah. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it for today. Addiction and dependence. Pretty hard to pick apart sometimes for those with no knowledge about it. Yeah, that's why I just try to explain, like, addiction is when you want to take it. You not always want to take it, because some people take drugs that they don't necessarily want to take, but they don't want to be sick. But when it comes to prescription medication, and most likely like benzos, I don't know about everybody else, but for me, if I could have just flushed them down the toilet, I would have just flushed them down the toilet and been done with it. So like, that's how I know I wasn't addicted, because like, I don't want to take them. I just, in order to have my body function, I had to take them. So I know that a lot of you are in the same situation. But yeah, I definitely understand how people they just don't know the difference between them. But there's only so much you can do when they get seriously sick. Yeah. Doing okay, Mary. How are you? Had a rough night, but came home from dropping the kiddos off and tried to sleep a little bit more, and, doing okay. Tim, it's so up and down. Like, I feel decent, and then I feel like shit the next day, and then I feel good, and I feel like shit. It's so all over the place that I just I don't even know sometimes. Like, it feels so sporadic. Doing okay, Shelly. How are you? All right. I think we're gonna call it. But I'm gonna add Fridays. So Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays are gonna be lives. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 o'clock Pacific time. I'm gonna do lives, and then Tuesday and Thursday I'm gonna just do videos. I do not work right now. I can't be sitting at work crying all the time. You've had a lot of head pressure, Mary. I'm hoping it goes away. It's so obnoxious. Thank you. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Donna Marie. Thank you, Iris. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you guys here Friday, okay? All right. Have a great, great weekend. Man, I just said have a great weekend, and it's only Wednesday. Crazy. Hi, ARM. I'll be back Friday at 12. See you guys later.